Okay, you're still here. Great. So one of the things you were saying is I always came across the definition of the big data issue we're trying to solve, the infamous star V's of big data. So he's referencing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 V's of big data. I read the Gartner was the first to state about 3 V's. Yes, the Gartner. That's what I have read as well, or where I have heard it the first time in early 2000s. Volume, velocity, variety. By the way, big data, the name is horrible. So because then people always think about volume. It's always about the volume, but it's not. So volume, how much data do you have? Velocity, how fast is it coming in? And variety, how different is the data that is coming in? And the data can be very, very different. So these are 3 V's. And I see several updates of this version up to 6 or 7 V's, which is completely bullshit. Forget this. Get this. It's absolutely bullshit. In your book, you talk about the 4 V's. So he's referencing my cookbook with added veracity. Yes, because veracity is a big issue. Veracity is basically the uncertainty in the data. Is the data correct? Is the data what I think it is? Do you have, for instance, if you're looking into measurement of sensors, does the sensor get you the right value and so on? Does the data does it make sense? Doesn't really get it. Is it right? Let's say so, or true, or yeah. But the definition of the NVs of big data is to define what's specific about it. I don't understand why veracity is not something to take in consideration in the small data world. Therefore, why adding the 4th V to define big data if we already have taken in consideration this aspect? The thing is, yes, in small data world, veracity is always an issue as well. This has always been an issue whenever, like if you're working with SAP in the SAP world, you automatically get some data that isn't right, that the system doesn't process right for whatever reasons. And the let's say the good thing when working with small data is that you can find out, or you can correct it, and very easily work with the data that you don't know, that you know is not correct, and you can either correct it or leave it out or something, or modify it, fix it. The problem with handling a lot of data that is coming in very, very fast and is very variety in nature is that you can no longer easily find out, is the data good? Am I getting good data, or is this getting strange stuff that is absolutely not correct? This is why veracity came in here, and that absolutely made sense. Think about if you have a car drives and a Tesla. For instance, let's take Tesla, because I know they are taking data measurements from the cars, and at night, once a week or every day, I don't know, they are copying it to Tesla, and so they can work with the data. So they are taking measurements from their onboard sensors in the car, and you don't really know does that make sense? But if you have 1 million cars, then it gets hard to actually find out is that a problem, or is that good data?